she has been in the fight. She's been in the trenches. She's a lady that has actually done the work and kind of the work that Sai talks about on a regular basis. Um, Miss Karen Morrison. She is the founder, the president of fighting for your freedom. So I want to bring her on. Miss Karen, how you doing today? Welcome
I'm
to the
doing
pod.
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. I,
No problem.
I'm excited to be joining because I listened to what Chris was saying, and Chris, we can actually continue that conversation because that's right up my alley.
Oh yeah, I know it
Yeah.
is. I know it is.
Yeah. So, Ms. Cass, thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening with the podcasts and trying to chiming in on what we wanted to talk about. So, before we get started and kind of some of the work you have done in the past, tell us a little bit about who you are and your Fighting for Freedom organization.
Okay, so as everyone knows, my name is Karen Morrison, and I started fighting for freedom actually last year. So I was in the space of being an advocate for the last 6 years. And last year, when the pandemic happened, I decided that, you know what, I want to start a nonprofit organization because for some reason I just felt like this was going to be a really good time to try to help people get out of prison. The Federal Bureau of Prisons started making announcements very early by sending a memo out to say that, you know what, try to decarcerate the prison population as soon as possible because the virus was spreading. And the more people that remained in prison, the more people that were going to likely die. So I saw that opening and I said, okay, let's get in these trenches. And like Chris was saying, under President Trump, he signed the First Step Act, which introduced two major clauses that actually helped us. One was compassionate release, that you no longer had to really go through the BOP. You just had to kind of file your request to the warden. But once he was denied, you didn't have to go through the whole lengthy process. And then you can actually go to court, to federal court, to ask for compassionate release. But the second thing that I saw, which was really beneficial for us, was the changes in the youthful offender, that there were some young men that was in prison that was under 21 that was serving life sentences. And so when we saw that clause, we were able to really help with, assisting with pro se motions so that we can actually fight for some young men who have been incarcerated under the age of 21 and that were doing life sentences. So I was really happy when that occurred. And with part of what we do with Fighting for Freedom is not only do we help with assisting with compassionate release, we do federal clemencies, and we also, here in Virginia, we do conditional pardons, which is the same thing as clemency. And again, we saw an opening because our governor also wanted to do things to actually help decarcerate the prison population because, again, you didn't want too many people that would die because of a virus. So we took full advantage of it. I hit the ground running. It was me in the beginning, just by myself. And as I was pushing on social media, telling people, look, I need some help, I need some volunteers, we were able to get some people together to help me to file conditional pardons here in Virginia, and then also to work on some clemencies on the federal level.